For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steve, and I know what you're all thinking. It's lucky Grace got her looks from her mum. But it does feel a bit surreal, actually, that Grace has got married today, because it only feels like yesterday that you were born. And I remember when Grace was a baby, I used to do the housework, and I would strap Grace to my chest in a papoose, so that she couldn't wander off and play with a knife drawer or stick her fingers into an electrical socket. And I used to sing songs to Grace while I did the hoovering. And she would look up at me, those big eyes like they are now, with a big smile on her face, and she'd be making this strange gurgling sound. I wasn't sure if that meant she liked my singing or if I just had a bit of wind. It was probably wind, as Jason can vouch for. My favourite song is to sing all the time, and don't worry, I'm not going to sing it now, but the chorus was, "You're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you." And I'm sure we can all agree that today, Grace, you do look gorgeous, as always. And I would do anything for you. She's determined to enjoy life and be successful. She's determined to have a great relationship with her wide circle of friends who are here today. And she's determined to prove people wrong. She's also very creative. When she's young, forever drawing, painting and making things. And that combination of creativity and determination got her through her A-levels, and Grace got a place at university to study fashion marketing. In doing so, she became the first person from my side of the family to go to uni, so maybe she gets her brains as well as her looks from her mum. But Grace's main passion is travelling, which I like to think came from those family holidays we had when we were a kid. So when she left uni, she got a job in marketing, saved up her money, and then went travelling around Australia with her good friend Emma. Now, Emma is very sensible. She doesn't drink, do you, Emma? No. So I wasn't worried about Grace being led astray. I was just worried that she might fall in love with Australia and not want to come back. Now, she did fall in love with Australia, but luckily, she also fell in love with an Essex boy. And Jason came into our lives with his film style good looks and his calm demeanour. Jason also shares Grace's passion for travel, so they both saved up and then went on an amazing trip all around Asia, on to Australia and to New Zealand. And some of the countries that they visited are actually the place names on your tables today. Not long after they got back, COVID struck and it changed all of our lives. The one positive to me to come out of COVID was that Jason moved into our house so that he could be with Grace during lockdown. And that gave us a chance to get to know him better. And every evening we would sit around, have dinner, wouldn't we? Chat around the dinner table. You'd usually find our dog Dexter sat on Jason's lap. Dexter instantly fell in love with Jason, and I think vice versa even. Grace would often wake up in the morning and find Jason and Dexter cuddled up asleep next to each other. So, Grace, you've chosen a husband well. Jason, lovely, caring guy, and we're immensely proud to have you join our family today. And now that you're both married, you can embark on the next journey in your lives. And finally, it's traditional to the father of the bride to give the bride and groom some marital advice, apparently. So, anyone got any tips at all? Yeah. So my only advice to you both will be to retain that wanderlust for life that first brought you together on your travels. If you can do that, you'll have a long and happy marriage.
Grace is always right.
Yeah. So please join me in raising a toast to the bride and groom.
Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. The purpose of marriage is that you may always care for and support each other through every aspect of your lives. It's a decision to share love and friendship and to show mutual respect for each other as individuals. I'm now going to ask you each in turn to make a declaration that you do not know of any legal reason why you shouldn't be married to each other. You're going first, Jason.
Okay.
So if you're free lawfully to marry, please repeat after me. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of legal reason
why I, Jason Sean Clark,
of why I, Jason Sean Clark,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Grace Abigail Coleman.
to Grace Abigail Coleman.
Your turn, please. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of no legal reason
why I, Grace Abigail Coleman,
why I, Grace Abigail Coleman,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Jason Sean Clark.
to Jason Sean Clark.
And now the moment has come when Jason and Grace make their formal and binding contract before you all. So if you're able to, could I ask you to stand for this next part of the ceremony, please? And would you like to stand and face each other?
Sounds a bit ragged,
As I
everyone.
said before, say these words to each other.
Yeah. Sorry. Step on it.
I, Jason Sean Clark,
I, Jason Sean Clark,
take you, Grace Abigail Coleman,
take you, Grace Abigail Coleman,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
And your turn, Grace. I, Grace Abigail Coleman,
I, Grace Abigail Coleman,
take you, Jason Sean Clark,
take you, Jason Sean Clark,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Thank you. Would you like to take your seat? Popular move. Obviously. Now we've just got the fun of it. Jason and Grace have chosen to mark their wedding day with the exchange of rings. A wedding ring is an unbroken circle which symbolises unending love, and it's the outward sign of the promises you've made to each other. So I'm hoping Jamie has 2 rings.
It has worried me today.
Let Jason choose the one he wants first. Would you just like to take a seat or to lean forward again? Take Grace's left hand, place the ring on the tip of her finger. Say these words to Grace. Grace, I give you this ring
Grace, I give you this ring
as a token of our marriage
as a token of our marriage
and as a lasting reminder
and as a lasting reminder
of the promises we have made here today.
of the promises we've made here today.
And you just push the ring on. Second one, please. Thank you, Jamie.
Jason Sean.
Yeah.
If you'd like to return to your seat, that would be lovely.
That's all right, hand.
Yeah. That's my left one. Yeah.
I think. Jason, I give you this ring
Jason, I give you this ring
as a token of our marriage
as a token of our marriage
and as a lasting reminder
as a lasting reminder
of the promises we have made here today.
of the promises we have made here today.
Push the ring on.
You guys, it does.
Put it on. There you go.
Super. Well, Grace and Jason, this is the first day of your new life together as husband and wife. And we hope the feelings of love you have for each other will continue to grow deeper and stronger throughout the years ahead. You've both made the declarations required by law and made a solemn and binding contract in the presence of your families and guests here today. It gives me enormous pleasure to say you are now husband and wife. We'll make you sure.
Firstly, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for making the journey here to celebrate this day with us. It honestly means the world. I know I can speak on behalf of everyone here saying there's a few family and friends that we all wish could be here today. So could we please start by raising a glass for all of them? Mum, Dad, I could never repay you for what you've done for me through the years. You've been there for me through thick, thin, and everything in between. You've honestly... Don't! Not yet. I've got to get through this, all right? I genuinely don't know where I'd be today if it wasn't for your two's guidance. You've helped me become the man that stands in front of you today. And I love you both with all my heart.
We love you.
Steve, Liz, I can't begin to thank you both enough for introducing me to your family and accepting me as another one of your sons. Especially a couple of years ago where you put me up for 9 months of the year during COVID so we could save for our house and plan our futures together, which I believe in that time our relationship grew stronger than I could have ever imagined. You've even taught me a few things. Maybe I had to cook lasagna and roast dinner. Not that I've done much of cooking since then. I see you both now as a massive part of my family. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm truly thankful for everything you've done for us. Honestly, thank you. Finally, but most importantly, my wife, Grace. Where do I begin? Maybe where it all began. 19th of December, 2016. I can still picture that day like it was yesterday. Is that me? Is that me? Okay. Yeah, it's my phone, is it? Okay. I can still picture that day like it was yesterday. There I was, standing outside my hostel, nursing possibly the world's worst hangover. I was just standing there, and I remember feeling these eyes staring at me. And as I looked to my right, there she was, peering over Emma's shoulder, making it clearly obvious that she was checking me out. We all went out later together that night, and it was definitely one to remember. A few weeks passed after countless messaging. We have our first date, the Coogee Beach to Bondi Beach walk. And to top it off, I thought we'll get on a nice bit of lunch. So we went to McDonald's, which I must say that you was more than impressed with. Yeah, that's when I knew this girl was a keeper. Honestly, every day since the day that I've met you, I've fallen more and more in love with you. You're the most independent, driven, caring, loving, beautiful woman that I've ever met. You're always putting everyone else before yourself, and you'll go above and beyond to help absolutely anyone. I'm extremely proud that I get to call you my wife. You've helped me become the best version of myself, and I promise to be the best husband I can for you. I will forever be by your side, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. So if everyone could join me, and please stand in and raising a glass for my beautiful new wife, Grace. To Grace.
Good afternoon, everyone. You got to bear with me. Jason's only just approved my speech. We all know what he's like. I still don't know why he got his dyslexic brother up here. Someone please tell me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jason's younger brother.
Go on, mate.
I know we don't look nothing alike. I've told this to my parents all my life. They must have swapped me at the hospital. Or if we know my dad, he must have found me on the back of a lorry. It's true though, ain't it? Believe me, we are brothers. This man has got me through the toughest times of my life. I'm so proud to call him my brother. Oh dear. We had the most incredible times together. Some are not wedding appropriate, trust me. Now Grace, what can I say? You look absolutely amazing today. I don't know, Jason, quite. Jason, you are a really lucky man. You really are. I remember the first time I heard about you, Grace. How they met in Australia. How Jason somehow convinced her, I still don't know how, to go out on a date with him. I knew how Jason spoke about you. That you was an amazing woman. And once I met you, I definitely agreed. And that she would end up being a permanent fixture of our family. I'm so happy to see.
Go on, mate.
I'm so happy to see all the people Grace liked and the people she liked more. All the mates she liked as well, ain't it really? Over the few years, our family have gone through some losses, some really tough times, especially some hard losses. Jason, I know Adrian will be so proud of you and the man you've become and the life you have started with Grace. You got Adrian, granddads, grandmas cheering you on today. I think we all can agree how blessed we are. How lucky to have them in our life, how short and sweet it was. Jesus. I'd like to thank our parents, Jackie and Anthony. Feels weird saying that. I'm not gonna lie. I have to Google this, by the way. Yeah, aka Mum, Dad. Oh, my hand's numb. And Grace, parents, Liz and Steve, praising two and the most caring people and getting them together here today. Also, thank you, Grace and Jason, for making the most amazing day. We can all agree it's been an absolutely lovely celebration so far.